Namaste, everyone, and welcome to Anchor the Light Part 2 for Wednesday, at least here in the United States. We apologize for the slight glitch there with the sound, but we're back. All right. So, before we start, let's ask for divine blessing, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahaguji Meiling, for divine light, divine love, divine guidance, help, healing, divine protection. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right. So tonight, at least again, here in the United States, is tonight. Let's study a little bit about the teachings of Rumi. And for a lot of people, they've used this verse or this quote. Let's see how deep we can go with it. Rumi said, by the way, the great Persian poet, he says, if light is in your heart, you will find your way home. All right? Again, if light is in your heart, you will find your way home. Now, for most people who read this, they will just say, oh, okay, it's good to have love and light in your heart. And let's see. What exactly does that mean? If light is in your heart, you will find your way home. Keywords. Number 1, light. Keyword number 2, heart. Keyword number 3, home. Right? If light is in your heart, you will find your way home. Now, when you say, oh, okay, well, that means if you're a loving person, you'll find that people love you like you're at home. Okay, that's one way to look at it. Again, if you say that to the public, if light is in your heart, you will find your way home. For them, it's okay, nothing exciting. Just light is in your heart. It's like a metaphor. You love someone, so you feel like you're home. As we always say, there are different levels of truth. The love of truth to the general public, for them, it's like, okay, whatever. However, since you guys are so advanced and, over the 2-3 years that we're doing this in Anchor the Light, we've been filtering. We've been filtering people who are, let's just say, not interested in deeper teachings. For them, it's just like they're dabblers. So I'm interested in meditation, some of this spiritual stuff now and then. By then, those guys are gone. Because as we go deeper, and people who cannot handle it or are bored, they're gone, which is good. So I can go deeper. So if light is in your heart, you will find your way home. In order to really understand this, you have to understand heart and home. So some of you might have noticed when we do deep meditation, at some point it is so still. But it's just weird. It's like still there's nothing happening, but you sense that you're home. Right? There lies the secret. There lies the secret. Home. Again, your spiritual self, the soul, in order to learn lessons, the higher soul enters into the body, the emotions and thoughts, goes to the earthly journey, and once the lessons are learned, withdraws itself, sheds the body, the emotions and thoughts, and goes back home to where it is, which is heaven. So most people that think heaven, they go, oh, heaven is somewhere out there when the body dies and so on. That's home. That's not, in the essence, home, because it's not a place that you go, okay, let me get my GPS. It's how many kilometers this way, how many kilometers that way. It's a certain frequency, a state, okay? So the soul, the spiritual self, resides in this dimension. So in order to learn lessons, the soul has to plunge in frequency to the lower worlds, to have a physical form to move around, to have an emotional body to be able to interact emotionally with other people, to be able to process data or information, pass it around. That's what you call intelligence, mental faculty. So the soul actually has to go out of its dimension partially, learn all these lessons, and then when the lessons are learned, extract all those lessons and go back to its original state, which is home. Now, for a lot of you go, okay, where does the heart come into that? So listen carefully. The secret to this is actually in your chakras. All right. Now, I'm going to use a book because a lot of you who are new, when I say new, relatively new, you haven't taken up our classes yet. You've been joining us for meditation, been benefiting from it. Now, let's dive a little deeper. So, in all the pranic healing books, and especially in this one, Achieving Oneness with the Higher Soul, there are images or paintings, drawings. And the secret to this, remember I said, the heart. So, your heart chakra looks something like this. Oop, this guy on this side. All right. Now you'll notice it's red with golden petals around it. And some of you go, wait, something's wrong here. According to what I learned about the 7 chakras, the heart is green. Sorry. There's absolutely no green in your heart. Zero, zilch, none, nada, none. Your heart has no green in it. And some go, oh, my world just got shattered. Okay, relax. Let me go back to the history of this. Again, the teachings of the 7 chakras came from India. Okay? It was brought to the West by a school called Theosophy. And when they brought it to the West, they did 2 things. One, they gave it in a very simplified manner, in a safe manner. So they taught it 7 chakras. 7, the number 7, 7 glands. But here's the problem. Nowhere in those teachings did they say it matches the rainbow. But some people decide, well, 7 chakras. Okay, 7 notes of music, 7 colors the rainbow, 7 this, 7 days. So they just basically kind of put it all together. But the original teachings never talk about the 7 colors. Exactly. Some people go, oh, just relax. The world doesn't end, okay? Just relax. There's a book you should get. It's called The Chakras. No brainer. The Chakras. It's written by Charles Ledbetter, one of the main teachers of the Theosophical Society, who brought these teachings from England, India, England, into the West. And when he wrote that book, again, The Chakras, people don't read. They just look at pictures and make up stories. He goes to the 7 chakras, and all the chakras are multicolored. And the heart has no green. Your heart chakra is actually 2 main colors, red and gold. I know some of you, your minds are made up, so I don't want to change you with facts. So you believe whatever heck you want to believe, okay? But your heart is red and gold, period. Red is the core. You know, like a sunflower? The core is red with 12 golden petals. All right? Now, that's the reason why. Okay, let me do this. Rub your hands together. Press the center of your palm. Again, if this is too much for you, sorry. I'd rather tell it like it is. Put your hand like this. Okay, if you've been with me in UPW, Tony's Unleash the Power Within, we always do this experiment. Put your hand like this. Try to feel, just say my heart center. Your heart center is like a flower, right smack in the middle. Okay, forget about the color. Just say my heart center. Okay, from afar, slowly come in. Once you feel something, stop. I can tell this is going to be a longer session because I have to start from scratch. Okay, say my heart session, my heart center. Okay, once you feel something, stop there. Just keep your hands where they are. All right, some of Instagram is kind of tight, so okay, like this. Once you feel something, stop. Now close your eyes. Now imagine someone you love very dearly in front of you. Could be boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, children, parents, whoever they are. Just imagine them in front of you. Keep your hands where they are. Smile. Just look at that person that you visualize. Just say, from my heart to yours, I shower you with love and much affection. Unconditionally. No expectations. Just fill them with love. Smile. I want you to note the temperature in your hand and the sensation in your hands. Most of you probably feel a slight gentle push, and some of you feel a slight warmth. Now, keep your hand there. Now, let's take it one step further. Visualize that you're doing something for this person selflessly. You love them, you care for them, you give them a gift, you take the time to be with them, care for them selflessly. That's what you call service. Now, expand that service and love and caring, not just to that person, but more of your friends and loved ones. More. Take them to lunch, do something nice for them, but you do it consistently to more than one person. Okay, good enough. What do you notice with your hands? Some of you go, yeah, I feel it pushing, like tingling. How about temperature? Most people feel a warm feeling. Put your hand down. That's why you say, oh, that person, they love me so much when they're with me. I have this warm and fuzzy feeling. Warm is because the different colors have different properties. Red is warm. Oh, so when your heart chakra is expanding, when you love someone, as the chakra expands, the red energy also radiates outward. That's why you feel that warm feeling. So when somebody loves you, you feel like you're being embraced. And you go, well, where does pink come in? Well, guess what pink is? Pink is light red. You notice when you go through during Valentine's Day, you don't see cards that are green. It's red and pink. Oh. Now, let's take it one step further. Some of you feel energy even pushing more. When you love someone and you're so generous with them, your heart expands so much. Instead of just the red expanding, the petals expand even more. The gold. So if you happen to have somebody who could see energy, they look at someone who's very generous. Hey, I see golden light radiating. Oh, they're so generous. They have a heart of gold. Have you ever heard of people, oh, they're so generous, they have a heart of green? I know, this is shattering a lot of your old beliefs. So again, you have two choices. Number one, listen, understand, and you make your own decisions, or you just turn this off and go away. Those are your only two choices. All right? So listen carefully. Your heart chakra is red and gold. That is the reason why this verse or this quote from Rumi makes sense. If the light is in your heart, you'll find your way home. Listen carefully. Your crown chakra, okay, has two components. The crown is actually made of two chakras. Well, two components. It's like having two flowers, one on top of the other. The one on top is a duplicate of the heart. So it looks like this. This part is red and gold, identical to the heart chakra. Below it, so it's a flower with 12 golden petals, red core. The other one is 960 petals. So one flower, another flower on top, and there lies the secret. Since your heart chakra is red and gold, which is identical to the core of the crown, when you love someone so much, when this one is triggered, it starts to trigger the one on top. So your crown is actually triggered by the love in your heart. You don't have to believe me. Watch this. Okay, put your hand go like this. Again, I apologize. It's going to be a longer session. Okay? Now, bring your hands out. Scan your crown. Feel your crown center. Just say my crown center. Or you just say my spiritual center. Okay? Feel your crown. And again, once you feel a something, stop. That's your baseline. Now, we're not going to mess with the crown at all. We just going to use these hands as, we just say, instruments to measuring instruments. Now, be aware of your heart. Smile. Just smile. Imagine someone you love in your heart. Just imagine someone you love literally, a picture of their smiling face in your heart. Recall a loving time you spent with them, or feel the intense love you have for this person. Keep going. All you're doing is putting your attention in your heart and recalling how much you love that person. All right, good enough. Anybody feel a sensation on your crown? See, when we do this, people, yeah, that's strange. I'm putting my attention here, but I'm feeling something here. Exactly the point. Because when you trigger the heart, it starts triggering the crown. If your heart is green, that will never happen. I know some of you are like, just relax. It's not the end of the world. Listen carefully. So, when Rumi said, if light is in your heart, you will find your way home, this is the secret. When there's so much love in your heart, it lights up. When this lights up, it lights up the crown. When the crown lights up, massive amount of divine energy come down, your crown lights up, your crown becomes bigger and bigger, and your crown chakra is the chakra of nothingness. In other words, when you're in deep, deep meditation, when your crown expands so much, you, the soul, start to experience your true self, which is a being of pure energy and light, your spiritual home. That's why. Okay? That is the secret. So, without the heart, spirituality can still be achieved, but very, very slow. So, Rumi has taught many different teachings, but this is actually like a coded teaching. Let me see. Something not working. 1 second. Try to do a gajillion things at the same time. All right. Make sense? So when Rumi said, if light is in your heart, in other words, when your heart chakra is activated, that will activate your crown. When your crown is activated, you are now raising your frequency to the spiritual frequency, to the spiritual world. And when that happens, you're one step closer to who you really are, the spiritual self, your spiritual home. Without the heart, you can still get there, but it's hard work. That's why the meditation twin hearts is universal. If you look at Hanuman, Lord Hanuman, in the Hindu tradition, you know, the teacher with the great being with the image of a monkey. So you go, what? Yeah, I've never seen somebody like that. It's actually the person doesn't look like that. So the great teacher, that being, is actually symbolizing the nature of a disciple. So a monkey has a tendency to copy, right? Monkey see, monkey do. You know, if you're in a zoo, you drop your sunglasses in the monkey whatever place, and they pick it up. You try to get it, you're not gonna get it. But if you make sure the monkey sees you, and you have something in your hand, and the monkey is looking at you, you go, the monkey will follow. Because the monkey symbolizes a student or disciple who is constantly imitating the teachings that are given by the teacher or the way the teacher lives. That's why in India, Hanuman is the foremost disciple. So you'll notice in his case, he opens his heart, he's the image of his teacher, and his crown is radiating with a golden crown. If you come from a Judeo-Christian tradition, especially the Catholic tradition, you oftentimes see the Sacred Heart of Jesus, and you see a golden crown. In the Buddhist tradition, what do you see? You see oftentimes Lord Buddha meditating with his hand in a certain posture, the glow in his heart, and you see a golden flame on top of his head. If you are from Ireland, you have the Claddagh ring, which is the heart, image of a heart, a crown, and two hands. Meditation twin hearts. Because throughout different traditions, the secret to going home is in your heart. Okay, you go, well, that's those religions, but not in other religions. How do most people pray? Like this. So if your hands are like this, as soon as you touch your heart, it activates the heart. And where are your fingers pointing? Up. So if you, I can do it here because in class we don't really do this. So someone will feel the energy of the other person's crown. As soon as the subject put their hand like this, the person feeling their crown will feel the crown expand. So most people you say pray. How do they pray? That's how they do it. Make sense? The secret is this guy, not this guy. It's this guy, not this guy. This one triggers this one because the heart, which is red and gold, is the catalyst to trigger the crown. Now you know when Rumi said, if light is in your heart, when your heart gets activated with light, it will activate the crown. You will find your way to your spiritual home. Period. That's the secret. Now you know why we do meditation twin hearts. If your heart is green, the meditation twin hearts won't work. Haven't you noticed? When you love someone so much, when you love one so intensely, at some point, you almost feel like a divine union with that person. You love that person so much, it's almost like it's not human love anymore. It's like you're merging into one being. You know why? Because when the heart gets so activated, the crown gets so activated. Even though you're not trying to be spiritual, you just love them so much unconditionally. It activates your heart, activates your crown. When your crown is so activated, so stimulated, you start to remember who you are. You are the spiritual self and the soul. So you start seeing the other person, not just as the body, but also a spiritual being. And then you merge as one. That's what you call divine union. You go, oh, that's Tantric Yoga. Okay, we'll talk about it another time. Oftentimes when you say Tantric Yoga, people think sex. They don't realize Tantra, okay? Write this down. Tantra doesn't mean sex. But if I want to sell something, that's how I'd sell it. Tantra is actually a loom. Talk to someone who knows Sanskrit. It's like a loom. And Tantra is weaving. You know, like a loom weaves threads into like parchments and textile. So Tantra is like weaving of different teachings and different energies. Sexual energy is just one of them. Love is also a form of energy. The mental thinking is also a form of energy. Emotions are a form of energy, different frequencies. So Tantra is manipulating these different frequencies or energies, weaving it into a certain, let's just say, teaching to experience oneness with your higher self and oneness with God. But of course, if you want to sell a lot of spaces in your seminar, which of these frequencies do you think you put a little more attention to? Sex. That's why. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it is. But in reality, when the heart chakra gets so activated and the crown so activated, you're able to experience oneness with the other person. Where does sex come in? Sexual energy is just another frequency that you can add to it to what? To accelerate the process. That's it. But the secret is in the heart. That's why Rumi says, if light is in your heart, you will find your way home. That's it. That's the secret. All right. So let's do our meditation, shall we? Now, before you guys space out, let me just put the announcement again. If you have a US address, where's the thingy? This Saturday, Sunday, we're actually teaching this class online. All right. If you have US address, if not, it's being taught in your area by another teacher, and that's achieving oneness with the higher soul. And the teaching I just shared with you actually is part of it is in the book. Okay, shall we? Inhale slowly, exhale slowly. Take your left hand, tap the center of your chest. Take your right hand, tap your crown. By the way, You're going, is it important which hand? Yes, it is. Left hand is yin, right hand is yang. If you do right hand here, it also works, but the effect is stronger if you use left hand here, right hand here. Anyway, you learn that in the higher teachings. Your body is like an electrical circuit. You plug in the wrong thing, you got problems. All right? So be aware of your heart, be aware of your crown. Put your hand like this. Just be aware of both your heart and crown. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay, open your hands in blessing. But before we go there, let's really activate our heart center. So in your heart, imagine the face of someone you love very, very dearly. It doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be love for your parents, your children, a friend. It doesn't matter. But it has to be unconditional. In other words, you love this person whether they love you back or not. So choose wisely. So imagine that person, whoever they are, in your heart center. Just imagine in your heart, their face is there. That's simple. Smile. Feel the love you have for this person. And just say it from my heart to yours. I shower you with love and much affection unconditionally. Feel it. Feel the love you have for this person and just envelop them with it. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. If you're sensitive, you're already feeling like you're spacing out, like you're expanding already. That's because your crown's getting activated. Keep pouring love to this person, expecting nothing. Just fill them with love. Just like a parent would pour love into their baby without expecting the baby to say thank you. Simple as that. Smile and just look at that person and just say, I love you unconditionally. No expectations. I just love you. Period. Unconditional love with absolutely no expectations. Now be aware of your heart and your hands. Let's share that identical love, not just with this person. Let's share it with everyone on earth. So imagine the earth the size of a little ball in front of you. Feel that love you have with that person, and then just with intention, let that love flow down through your hands from your heart and bless your relatives. Again, it's unconditional. So whether they like you or not, doesn't matter. That's the key. Your friends, your loved ones, the people you work with, the city you live in, the state, the country. Fill everyone with love and peace. To intensify it, we will use the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, anywhere, let me sow unconditional love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. Where there's sadness, let me sow joy. Just pour that unconditional love to every person, every being on earth. You and I are just the channels. Let the energy from God flowing through us bless the earth with unconditional love. Now be aware of your heart, inhale. Be aware of your crown, exhale. Be still. Your crown has already been stimulated or activated when you put your attention in your heart. Now we'll just intensify it more. Just be aware of your crown. Just say, our hearts are one, our souls are one, our spirits are one. So be aware of your crown. Let that golden light from your crown to flow down through your hands and bless your family, your friends, the people you work with. Let it spread to the city, the state, the country. Let it spread throughout the entire earth. Even more intense, unconditional love, no expectations. Just flood the world with golden light. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. So be it. May all be blessed. Now, gently be aware of your heart and crown simultaneously. Just be aware of both the heart and crown. Take a deep breath. Exhale. And imagine rivers of golden light just pouring through all of us and filling the entire earth. Bless your family, your friends. Let the energy spread throughout the entire world. Let the golden light of peace and unconditional love flood the country of Ukraine, Russia, Belarus, Poland, all the surrounding areas, blessing the people with peace and unconditional love. When everyone's flooded with peace and love, the war will immediately end. Let there be peace, love, and divine order. So be it. Let that golden light spread throughout the entire world. From the center of the heart of God, through our soul to our entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed in all dimensions with God's unconditional love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. For so many right now, peace, love, and kindness in different parts of the world. The Middle East, Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, Yemen, different parts of Palestine, different parts of the world, Central, South America, North America, different parts of Asia, Africa, Australia, all the continents of the world. Just because people who are suffering, their plight is not making the in the news doesn't mean they're not suffering. May all be blessed with peace, with love, and with kindness. So be it. We're not the ones blessing, we're just the instruments and channels to bring these blessings to these much needed places. Unconditional love and healing. So be it. So be it. And so it is. May all be blessed. Now lower your hands on your lap. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Just be aware of your crown, the center of oneness, the gateway to your spiritual home. Be still. On your crown is a brilliant, brilliant light, like a miniature sun or brilliant golden flame. Just look at it. Send more love for it from your heart up to the crown and into that golden light. Be still. Om. Om. You are that light. Om. Be still. And just simply let go. Let things happen on its own. Now. Just intensify it. Just be receptive. Let go. Gently, very slowly, very gently and slowly come back. Move your fingers, move your toes, very gently and slowly come back. Raise your hands again in blessing. Visualize the earth in front of you. Bless the earth with peace, with love, and with kindness. Just bless the people you love with beautiful golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with abundance and prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. Now be aware of your feet and the base of your spine. Just project golden light downwards into the earth. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to all. So be it. Let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme One, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. To my beloved and respected teacher, Grandmaster Chokhok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, thank you in full faith, and so it is. Okay, so the question is, did any of you notice that when you put extra emphasis on the light in the heart, you have a deeper meditation? So you'll know what Rumi said. If light is in your heart, you will find your way home. So the secret, literally, the secret is in your heart. That's why when you see people who are supposed to be spiritual, but there's no kindness in them, whatever. People can chant, people can, recite verses from holy books left and right, but if there's no kindness in their heart, whatever. Useless. Seriously. Because the secret literally is in the heart. That's why I remember a message I was saying, one of the ways you know a soul evolved, is kindness. You look for them. They're supposed to be so advanced. So if there's no kindness, seriously, whatever. Yeah, but this guy, has so many people, has so many followers, can recite 1,000 verses, but they're not kind. That's why you see people, might not be spiritually that advanced. They might not have a title, might not know much about deep spiritual teachings, but they're just kind people. Those are the advanced souls. Keep that in mind. That's why service is a manifestation of an advanced soul. Because if you have so much love in you, you cannot help but help other people who are suffering. That's it. All right, I've done my job. I think there was a slight glitch when we restarted it. The other platforms did not show up. Facebook, the two pranic healing and Mexico sites, and YouTube did not show up. So what we'll do, we'll just upload it, and then I'll just make an announcement that this session is there. I think it's important people hear this. Otherwise, they're missing a key part to their spiritual practice. All right. So if you have friends and loved ones who watch it over there for whatever reason, and you guys are on Instagram, it happens. You don't go crazy over it. It happens. It happens. You roll with it. Okay. So we will see you. What's the day anyway? It's Monday. Okay. We'll see you for Wednesday. Anchor the light. Namaste, everyone. You all take care. And the ones who have US address, again, we will see you this weekend. The information is there. Namaste. God bless.